weighing in at 178 pounds, Noam Dar!
Noam Dar, the first Israeli-born competitor in WWE, but representing his adopted home of Scotland here in the Cruiserweight Classic. And he represented it in style in the first round against Gurup Syrup.
Look at this, the Fisherman Buster right there, transitioning directly from the pin into the T-bar. And you can see Noam Dar wrenching that knee across his hips.
He says he's on a mission to create a talking point about the United Kingdom's wrestling scene. He calls it fantastic. And so far, the results have been fantastic for the UK contingent.
And his opponent, representing Hong Kong, China, weighing in at 155 pounds, Ho-Ho Lou!
Speaking of someone looking to make a name for himself, Ho-Ho Lou, the father of Hong Kong Pro Wrestling, founded the first promotion in Hong Kong, China. In the opening round of the CWC, Ho-Ho defeated Arya Daivari. After a big missed frog splash from Daivari, Ho-Ho would take advantage with a monstrous running knee. He followed that up with a picture-perfect German suplex with a bridge that would propel him here to the second round of the Cruiserweight Classic.
To the center. We already went over the rules. Do you have any questions? Any questions? All right, let's shake hands. Okay, separate. To the bell!
The bell, one fall, 20-minute time limit to Ho-Ho Lou surprised a lot of people by defeating Arya Daivari. Daniel, how much will that help him in this contest here against the young upstart Noam Dar?
I mean, I think it'll help him tremendously, getting that confidence, getting that first big win in American soil.
And you know, Dar has plenty of confidence as well, leapfrog by Lou, but Dar says, regardless, spinning heel kick there by Ho-Ho Lou, who goes for the cover. Dar kicks out at one. He says, regardless of the results in this tournament, Dar says, you know what, if anything else, it's a valuable learning experience, but you know he'd like to go all the way to the championship final and win this thing.
Yeah, I'm surprised by the lack of pressure that Noam Dar feels in this tournament. He really wants to win it, but he's also looking at it as a valuable learning experience of being only 22. He knows he's an underdog in this tournament.
Snapmare there by Loon. Drop kick to the back of the head by Ho-Ho Lou. And how did the styles of these two competitors differ from what we just saw to kick off this episode of the Cruiserweight Classic, Daniel?
I mean, it's really hard to compare.
Dragon screw leg whip by Dar.
I don't think anybody in the tournament quite wrestles like Jack Gallagher. Noam Dar has a real mix of styles.
He's a mat wrestling maven. Basement drop kick to the knee sends Ho-Ho Lou crashing hard to the outside.
Yeah, it looked like Ho-Ho Lou grabbed his knee there after that drop kick to the knee.
Lou gingerly getting back into the ring. Dar attacking it again. The southpaw with a European uppercut.
Oh, big punch right to the jaw.
Back suplex by Noam Dar. Quickly goes for the cover. Back press. Hooks the leg. Gets up to. Ho-Ho Lou began his career in 2007, having to go to Guangzhou, China to begin his career, and again, actually started the professional wrestling industry in his native Hong Kong. He's also known for a cavalcade of crushing kicks, but here he's in trouble with that.
Reverse Indian Deathlock. Just wrenching his leg down against the canvas.
Noam Dar saw Brock Lesnar on SmackDown when he was 11 years of age as Lou goes for the cover. And he was immediately hooked, and he just got nailed with that kick from Ho-Ho Lou. The cover! And Dar lifts that right shoulder just in the nick of time. Reversal by Dar, again kicks out that left leg, grounding Ho-Ho Lou. Plenty of big match experience for Dar. Despite being 22, he's already competed against the likes of AJ Styles, Rob Van Dam, and one of the tournament favorites, Zack Sabre Jr., as he put all of his power behind that strike.
Yeah, we're going to learn a lot about Ho Ho Loon's resilience here. He's had his knee worked on. He's been drop kicked in the face.
Drops the elbow to the knee.
Ho Ho Loon likes to say that wrestling is everything. It's his entire life.
Again, this is a single elimination tournament. Started with 32 competitors representing 16 countries. And now here we are in the midst of the second round as Dar drops the elbow to the crown of Ho Ho Loon's head, and Loon, just grinding away in the knee. Right on Dar.
Yeah, enjoying the process. Yeah, he's getting pretty vicious right now. I can get down with that.
Big kick to the face there by Noam Dar. Again goes back to the left leg. Smart strategy.
Yeah,
Keeping it simple but effective.
Very Luthez like Achilles lock here.
Luthez, of course, one of the greatest champions in history.
Oh, stepping on his back of the head. Keeping Ho Ho Loon from getting to the ropes. Very intelligent move by Noam Dar.
Ho Ho Loon manages to get to that bottom rope where he will get a brief moment of respite. Oh! Noam Dar's own momentum
It's weird.
really
It's weird.
causing that impact on the boot to the face as Ho Ho Loon on that second turnbuckle. Dar blocks the kick. Eats a right hand. What's Loon going to do here? Oh, missile drop kick by Ho Ho Loon as he fights his way back into this matchup.
He didn't get all of it though. It looked like he was only able to get to about sternum height there. I wouldn't be surprised, yeah, if that knee is really bothering him.
Oh, floors Dar with that forearm. Oh! Dar able to escape.
Needed an effective from hitting that Michinoku driver.
Now looking for that fisherman suplex with a bridge. And again, Dar able to escape.
Did you see that? He couldn't keep the bridge because of his leg. He couldn't put any pressure on the leg to keep that bridge intact.
Good point. As he is struggling to get back up to his feet. Oh! Big knee to the back of Dar's head. Big kick, and now Loon going for the cover.
Very fast, but you can see it in the end.
But Loon not moving as fast as he was in his first round matchup.
Match was very
That leg is really taking its toll.
Well, it's amazing what Loon has been able to do on what was really just one leg as, oh, Dar comes back with a back elbow.
Uh-oh, knee bar. Knee bar on the bad knee.
And there it is. Noam Dar
And
with the knee bar.
there's
advances
proof
to the
that they don't
quarterfinals.
remember the results.
So the youngest competitor in the tournament, making it all the way to the Elite Eight.
Yeah, what an incredible job by Noam Dar of picking up focus and sticking with it.
And the story of this match was Noam Dar working on the left knee of Ho Ho Loon.
Yeah, look here, Ho goes for that fisherman suplex. Can't keep the strength of the bridge because of the damage to his leg. And right here, Noam Dar going for that patented knee bar. The same knee bar he beat one of the Bollywood boys with in the first round of the tournament gets him the win here.
Here is your winner by submission, Noam Dar.
Noam Dar went fishing for the submission, and he into the quarterfinal round. He'll face Ivan, the roughneck from Philadelphia, Drew Gulak, or the UK sensation, Zack Sabre Jr. Well, Daniel, an intriguing matchup coming up between two veterans. In fact, your pick to win it all, Brian Kendrick against Tony Nese.
Yeah, not only is he my pick, he's the guy I want to win this tournament. I mean, his passion for professional wrestling is like nobody I've ever seen.
But Tony Nese has a chip on his shoulder, as you mentioned in the past.
Yeah, he truly believes he should have been here a long, long time ago. People keep telling him if he were 5 inches taller, he'd already be a superstar. So he's got a huge chip on his shoulder.
It's a compelling contest, and it's coming up next here on the Cruiserweight Classic. Known as the premier athlete, the world needs to keep an eye on Tony Nese.
I'd like to say I'm more of a hybrid. Pound for pound, I'm probably one of the strongest guys. On top of that, I'm one of the quickest guys. I move like a cruiserweight and hit like a heavyweight.
I am so impressed with Tony Nese's speed.
Tony Nese showing he can take it to the air as well. Looking to make a big splash here in the tournament.
I think this hybrid style is definitely an advantage because my power is close to unmatchable with any of the other cruiserweights. Anytime I feel like their speed is starting to get a little too much for me, I'm just gonna stop them in their tracks and just start throwing them around.
Tony Nese is a very dangerous man.
Look at the power of Nese. He feels that this is a huge opportunity to show the world that he's been overlooked throughout his career.
This tournament's definitely a proving ground for me. You're going to hear this from 31 other guys, that they've worked so hard and they've trained their whole life to be here. But it's my time to show the world. By the end of this tournament, I'm definitely going to be the biggest name.
Trained by Shawn Michaels, one of the most experienced guys in this tournament. He's my friend and the guy I want to win the whole thing.
I've been wrestling since 1999 full time. Hopefully my experience will make up for some of the energy that these kids have, that as much as I hope to have. I know I'm not the same as I was at 22, but I'm a lot smarter than I was at 22.
A veteran move there by Brian Kendrick.
The 37-year-old Brian Kendrick knows that the 38-year-old Brian Kendrick might not get another chance.
He's been in tournaments like this before. He knows what it takes to win.
This tournament for me brings a lot of emotions. It could be a last hurrah for me. It could be a rebirth. It could be just the opportunity I needed. This is a tournament I need to take. This is my tournament to take. If I fall short of anything but winning this tournament, then it's all been for nothing.
It's time for more second round action. Introducing first, representing the United States, weighing in at 157 pounds, the Brian Kendrick.
Brian Kendrick at 37, he realizes the time is running out on his career. He admits that he has made mistakes in the past, but he is so grateful to be given this opportunity to once again showcase his skills, and he did just that in the opening round, Daniel, against Raul Mendoza.
Yeah, look at Brian here. Raul Mendoza is very fast, young, incredible competitor, but Brian using his smarts. Look at him here, draping him on the ropes. Reverse headlock takedown right into the bully choke. Raul Mendoza's mouth is bleeding.
Shades of Minoru Suzuki as Brian Kendrick advances to the second round, hoping to continue his path to the final.
And his opponent, representing the United States, weighing in at 196 pounds, Tony Nese.
An 11-year veteran who has faced the likes of my broadcast partner, Daniel Bryan. What was it like being in the ring with the premier athlete?
I mean, he is an incredible athlete. Probably, in his mind at least, the best athlete in this tournament. He's really strong for this weight class. Probably the strongest guy in the tournament. He's a really hard hitter.
And he started the tournament defeating Anthony Bennett. Showcasing his power, but also showcasing moves like that, the 450 splash. So Tony Nese not only powerful, but also athletic and agile.
Yeah, he brags about moving like a cruiserweight and hitting like a heavyweight. And I can't say I disagree with him.
We went over the rules in the back. Any questions? All right, shake hands. Thank you. Separate. Ring the bell.
So we are set one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Crafty veteran Brian Kendrick, a record-breaking WWE Tag Team Champion with Paul London, but really enjoyed his most notable single successes. He just got clobbered by Tony Nese.
Brian tried to start off hot, and Nese just kicked him right in the head. This is not a good start for Brian Kendrick.
Oh, man! Elbows and knees, and Tony Nese annihilating Brian Kendrick.
Brian Kendrick shook himself.
The strength and speed fully on display in the premier athlete. I was going to say that Brian Kendrick enjoyed single success in 2008, but he's in trouble here. He lands on his feet. This guy is an athlete, man.
Yeah, Brian doing the smart veteran move, getting out of the ring. Wow, he's in trouble early on here with Tony Nese.
Knife edge chop.
And Nese not letting him take a break.
Nese has a count of 10 to put Kendrick back in the ring. Another chop, and Kendrick just trying desperately. Lands on the apron. Cartwheel escape by Nese. And a super kick to the jaw. I don't know if Brian Kendrick's going to be able to beat the count, and yet Tony Nese going to roll him back in and try to finish him off in quick fashion. Wow. How surprised are you at the start of this match?
Oh, I'm incredibly surprised. I consider Brian to be one of the smartest men in the sport. And he tried to attack Tony Nese right off the bat and got caught. He's been kicked in the face twice.
Why did you pick Brian Kendrick? I know you want him to win, but why did you pick him to win? Because right now he is in deep trouble.
It's an emotional pick, I'm not going to lie. He's my friend. We've wrestled each other in hundreds of matches.
Cover here by Nese. And Nese, conversely, not showing a lot of emotion, and I think that's to his credit, and showing off his veteran presence here, keeping himself very focused.
Yeah, but the reason why Brian Kendrick shows so much emotion is because he loves this sport so much.
Fish hooking the nostrils. Brian Kendrick resorting to whatever is necessary, beating down Tony Nese now. Waistlock runs him right into the corner.
And that's what I love about Brian.
Using the turnbuckle here.
He's willing to do whatever it
this.
takes. His hand's caught in the turnbuckle.
And now Kendrick looking to take advantage of the position he put Tony Nese in. Referee pulling him off. So Brian Kendrick digging down deep into his bag of tricks, doing whatever's necessary to try to get back into this matchup. As he was accosted by Tony Nese early in this, right off the bat.
What a smart move by Brian Kendrick.
Fires him into the corner, blocks it, and runs right into the back elbow of Nese. Again, Nese lands on his feet. Leapfrog. Oh, Matrix escaped there by Nese. This is unbelievable sequence here by Tony Nese. Is he not motivated in this tournament?
Oh, wow, he is the premier athlete.
That's incredible.
Brian Kendrick cannot get out of the blocks. He has no answer for what Tony Nese is doing right now.
And Tony Nese showing that he's not just a power-based performer. We have seen him take to the sky. We have seen a leaping leg drop across the throat of Brian Kendrick. The cover.
Brian barely kicking out. Come on, Brian.
Tony Nese representing Long Island, New York, where the likes of Mick Foley, Zack Ryder, and Nese's trainer, Mikey Whipwreck, hail from. But now
Did you see
elbows.
Brian pulling on his beard to get that leverage?
Oh, Runs right into the elbow of Nice. Kendrick avoids that kick.
Oh, he's got him draped in the ropes.
Kicking the hamstring.
Bending his arm across the bottom rope.
So really, Brian Kendrick using whatever is at his disposal. The ropes, the turnbuckles.
Here comes that nasty Brian Kendrick again. Oh, and look at him sitting on the shoulder.
Look out for that. Jim breaks. Armbar and just
Wrenching back on the
fingers and the
fingers. Tony Nese has a lot of experience, but he doesn't have
to the omoplata here.
near the experience of Brian Kendrick.
Looking for the armbar, but Nice just clubbing away with those forearms to break the grip of Brian Kendrick.
Kendrick holding on there. Nese tries to throw him out of the ring.
Knee into the midsection. Slingshot into the sunset flip. Nice holding onto the ropes. Oh, and just kicks him to the side of the head. Tony Nese firing on all cylinders. Cabrera misses.
Misses the big moonsault. This is a huge moment for Brian Kendrick. Look at his eyes.
And looking for that crossover.
Got his legs crossed against the face.
What do you say, Tony?
He doesn't have all of it. You can see Nese trying to power out.
Oh, he's just face watching him with the sole of his boot, adding insult to injury, and they're just kneeing by Nese trying to break the grip here.
And Brian back across the face.
Yeah, Kendrick looking to hyperextend the arm.
Look, he's got that elbow hyperextended against his hip.
Nese
finally getting some relief there.
Alleviating the pressure. Oh!
But Brian's got him back down. Again, those boots to the face. Brian is just so crafty.
Brian Kendrick.
Now into a different sort of shoulder lock.
Daniel Bryan, both starting their careers 1999, training at the Shawn Michaels Wrestling Academy. Both had their first matches against each other, but here Kendrick, knowing it could be his last shot at glory, trying to make the most of this opportunity against Tony Nese.
Yeah, are you kidding me? Not only did we train together, we lived together. I would not have been the wrestler I was without the help of Brian Kendrick. We pushed each other. Look at him now with the Fuji armbar. This is the stuff that we trained together. We learned this stuff together. We fought together. And that is why I am rooting for Brian Kendrick.
I know a lot of people rooting for Tony Nese, an 11-year veteran who feels that he should already be getting this kind of exposure. But getting it here now in the Cruiserweight Classic. Kendrick lands on the apron, blocks that shot from Nese. First leg sweep there by Tony Nese,
and
who
Brian
manages to stay one step ahead of the veteran Kendrick.
Yeah, Brian landing hard on the apron. That's the hardest part of the ring, right where the steel beams are.
The powerhouse Nese.
Holy cow!
A Fosbury flap dive there by Tony Nese, throwing caution to the wind.
He just high jumped over the top rope. Come on, Brian, you gotta get up now.
I cannot believe that Tony Nese, built the way he is, with the strength that he possesses, able to do what he does. It's not just a moniker, the premier athlete showing why he's called that here in this important matchup. Now Kendrick trying to come back.
Come on, Brian, you gotta get up now. Oh no, come on, Brian.
Spinning wheel kick there by Tony Nese.
See, he's not taking advantage though now. He's let Brian hang around too long, and I think the longer this match goes, the more it favors Brian Kendrick.
Yeah, you could have put Brian Kendrick early, but he could not do it, and you wonder, but still, oh, the knee to the head by Brian Kendrick. But look at the strength of Tony Nese.
Oh, come on, Brian.
Falcon arrow by Tony Nese. And Kendrick escapes. Nese saying that this tournament is a proving ground for him and that he will be the biggest name in the sport once it is over. And he is acquitting himself incredibly well tonight.
Yeah, he's going for that 450 splash now. I think Brian has to get out of the way. Look very smart by
Kendrick.
Brian Kendrick, rolling to
He's
the other side of the ring,
stirring.
and boot right to the face. Veteran ring press. Oh my gosh!
Runs right into that lethal lariat of Tony Nese.
Come on, Brian!
And Kendrick escapes again. What a lariat by Tony Nese.
Uh-oh.
Now,
Oh, no.
oh, Kendrick brings Nese back to the canvas. Now Kendrick. We are halfway through this second round contest scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. And remember, Daniel, if we go to the 20-minute time limit, both competitors eliminated. Kendrick looking to eliminate Nese with that kick. And Nese again powers out.
But you see what Brian does that Nese has not been doing is he went for the cover right
Shoulders
away.
down.
And Brian going right back to the arm.
Nese gripping his hands momentarily. And now Nese alleviating the pressure. Jackknife cover. The veteran Kendrick rolling his shoulders, avoiding having both of them down. Look at the power of the deadlift. Oh no! Buckle bomb by
Come
Nese.
on, Brian! Kick out!
Incredible power. How did he kick out of this?
Heart. That is how he kicked out. I am telling you this for sure. Brian Kendrick has more heart, has more passion for professional wrestling than anybody I know. Look at him pulling himself up on the bottom rope, outweighed by at least 40 pounds.
Tony Nese. Oh, there it is again. The
And the
bully
bully
choke.
choke.
Nese looking to escape
And
again.
again.
The bully choke by. Down into the sleeper. Oh, and the 2 count. Tony Nese. Baseball slide through the legs. Pump handle.
Oh no.
Oh. Drives him down to the mat. And yet Kendrick able to
Boy,
escape.
Brian.
See, all I ever got showed me sense. You know, it is kind of.
Every time Nese thinks he has Brian Kendrick keeps kicking out.
Less than 8 minutes remaining in what has been an epic struggle between Brian Kendrick and Tony Nese, the premier athlete.
You know, this match is better
Who
than
wants
the
it more?
Well, I can tell you right now, Brian Kendrick wants it more.
I don't know about that. Tony Nese has made it clear that he wants to not only compete but dominate this tournament. And at times he has done just that against Brian Kendrick, but now they exchange strikes. And oh, headbutts from Kendrick.
To the side of the jaw. And another boot to the face.
Super kick by Kendrick. Nese still on his feet. And that leg lariat finally levels Tony Nese. The clock continues to tick away. Remember, if it goes the 20-minute time limit, both competitors will be bounced from the tournament.
You know, it rubs me a little bit wrong the way that Tony Nese thinks he deserves to be here. One of the things that Brian Kendrick says,
Oh, man. Oh! Look at those kicks and fighting.
repeated kicks to the face.
Kendrick falls in a
Oh,
heap.
no, Brian, you've got to get out of there.
450 splash. No water in the
And the
pool.
bully choke.
And immediately taps out. Wow!
Let's do it now.
Atta boy, Brian.
There may be something in the stars for thee, Brian Kendrick. The veteran still alive in the tournament. And that says it all. How close was that?
Outweighed by over 40 pounds against one of the best athletes in this tournament. And the Brian Kendrick pulls it out again.
And he survived an early onslaught from Tony Nese. We thought this match was over before it really began.
Yeah, here Tony Nese to the sky.
It's a front on his head.
And look at the power of Tony Nese
You
here.
see that first
Driving
time?
right into the buckle. I wasn't sure he'd be able to come back from that. But Bryan able to kick out at the last possible second. And here's the veteran maneuver. Moving out of the 450 splash right into the bully choke. And Tony Nese has to tap out right away.
I know you picked Brian Kendrick, but someone's got to stand up for Tony Nese. What an incredible performance.
Your winner by submission, the Brian Kendrick.
The redemption story continues as Brian Kendrick escapes Tony Nese and finds himself in the quarterfinals against none other than the Golden Star, Kota Ibushi.
Ooh, that's going to be a tough call.
Not taking anything away from Brian Kendrick's victory, but
gonna
Tony
say they're gonna
Nese
give that one to
showed
Kota.
why he is still a force to be reckoned with in this sport. As the second round continues, the veteran remains alive in the Cruiserweight Classic.
The second round of the Cruiserweight Classic is almost in the books. Next week, the final 8 will be determined as the aerial assault artist. The Golden Lynx, Lince Dorado, takes on the always exciting, always intense Rich Swann. Then, the technical genius, Britain's own Zack Sabre Jr., battles the tough-as-nails grappler from the city of brotherly love, Drew Gulak. And in our final match of the second round, the NXT sensation, Johnny Gargano, will go one-on-one with the brash Filipino flyer, T.J. Perkins. See you all next week, right here on the WWE Network.
He said it best, I think. See ya.
It is a 32.